All right, with MSNewsSports.com, I'm Rick Moore. Senator Bruce Tarr is here at the Gloucester elections. And Senator, you never cease to amaze me. You work a 36-hour day, but how are you?
I'm doing very well, thanks, Rick.
And not involved, but coming to take a look at the local happenings?
Well, very much so. I mean, this is a very important thing. Gloucester is electing leaders that we are going to partner with and work to help the citizens of the community. And so I'm very interested in to see what happens, see who we're going to be working with. And I have to say, Rick, and I've observed this to a number of people, that some things change and some things don't. So we've got all this new technology and we've got all these fancy computer screens, but isn't it wonderful that there's still a gathering of people watching with great anticipation what's happening here?
And not only that, let me just pan over here to the board up there. I don't know if you can see the board, but where they're actually writing in up there. And that hasn't changed in the last, 50, 60, 100 years.
Many of us can remember Freddie Kairu struggling to reach the top line of that board on so many different occasions.
Yes, indeed. Senator, what's going on in Massachusetts now? What are the big items on your list?
Well, we've only got a limited amount of time left in the formal legislative session, Rick. We're going to stop in the middle of this month, and we're trying to get bills done that have to do with opiates, which is very important to us here in Gloucester. We're trying to deal with alternative energy and try to help people install more solar panels through an increase in the net metering cap. And we've also got some issues having to do with the Department of Children and Families, and we're trying to do all of those things with only a handful of formal sessions left to be able to address them.
You mentioned the opiate problem, Bruce, and I know you must be proud of what's going on in Gloucester with the police chief, Leonard Campanello.
Very much so. In fact, Chief Campanello was at the State House again this week, testifying in an informational way before a hearing of the Committee on Substance Abuse, talking about what's happening here. And I was very pleased that I was able to get $100,000 in the state budget for 3 communities, Gloucester and 2 others, to develop further the idea of the Angel program, because as laudable as it is, it's not a traditional thing for police departments to do. So we're hoping to offer some money to 3 communities to develop it so that they don't have to take money away from other ways that they keep us safe. We're able to get that, Rick, in an overwhelming way.
Do you think other communities in the state are going to come knocking on your door?
Well, I do. We've already heard from Watertown. Arlington is very interested. We're hearing from Wilmington, which is also in our Senate district. So there are a number of communities stepping forward saying, we know we've got to change the way that we deal with this. Maybe it's going to take some experimentation, doing different things by different communities, but that's exactly what I had in mind with this money, so that we can try some new things and we won't overly burden the police department budgets as they stand now.
Anything else you want to mention to the citizens of your district?
Well, first of all, I just want to say how proud people should be as citizens of Gloucester. It's wonderful that we have such great people step forward and seek office and are willing to serve. Without that, we would be lost. Fortunately, people are coming out, and what a great experience here tonight at City Hall. And I just want to say to my constituents that I consider it the highest honor to be able to represent them every day at the State House.
Well, I'm sure it's reciprocated, Bruce. And by the way, we couldn't get along without the Christmas tree that the Tarr family brings in. Is that on its way down?
Well, it's a great question, Rick, and I know you are a very close observer of this process.
Absolutely.
So our sister city of Shelburne, Nova Scotia, is really trying to find a couple right now. There's a couple in contention, but it's getting late. So my brother Ringo is getting a little bit concerned, but one way or the other, we will find a tree.
Senator, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much,
Senator
Rick.
Bruce Tarr. I'm Rick Moore with MSNewsSports.com.